Let's start at the beginning. This is a 10. Does feel like something that happened in the past. This does feel like either a betrayal. Could be a betrayal of the heart. It could be a betrayal of the body or mind. The orange is lighting up for me, so it does feel like you are healing yourself through this, but that you may have had some extra challenges that came out of the blue over the last couple of months, and you are dealing with them. It does feel like, for some of you, it may be an illness of some kind, either emotional or physical. So that does feel like that is your general challenge. And what crosses you is it does look like you've been sitting and thinking that this requires you to relinquish some control and feeling, and that you just need to float till you get some more answers. A lot of these swords are lighting up for me, not as like slashing or anything negative, but more collecting information and finding ways to resolve these issues. It does look like you have found some pretty tried and true ways, but maybe you're not getting the full communication that you need to resolve this issue. So, but it does look like it's okay to relinquish control and just allow yourself to heal, whatever that looks like for you. That's fine. But it does feel like it is going to take a little time to heal and to allow yourself this time. Allow yourself this time to maybe not to work as hard as you usually do or be as social as you usually do, but it does look like it's time for you to heal some things from the past, whether they are physical, it could be an illness, could be a heartbreak, or, losing your job, something like that, where you felt really helpless in the situation. What is next is the 7. This is the 7 of Wands. This is kind of feeling like everybody might be against you. You might have been feeling kind of isolated and alone. You might have been having funny little disagreements or miscommunications with someone. Mercury has been retrograde for a while, so a lot of times we say it's a nice day, and someone here, the sky is blue. Well, it's not what you said. It's close. So it seems like you were having some communication problems like this over the last couple of months, but it does feel like you have been either isolating yourself or maybe having little disagreements with family members or within your community. And what is something that is in the recent past, it looks like because of all these challenges, you have been able to reevaluate what is important and what is not, what you can stop doing, what you want to continue doing, what jobs you're interested in. It does look like it has kind of gifted you time to really think about what your priorities are, what really is important in your life. And it does look like you are continuing to do that, but it does look like it has recently started and that you're in the process of that. And that means, money, time, people, family members, jobs, but it does look like you're doing a complete overhaul on your priorities in life. Okay, the King of Pentacles is here, and this can stand for money. This can stand for a person. This is, if it is a person, it's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This does feel like someone is lending a hand in all this, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And, Kings of Pentacles, they're usually courageous, sometimes money-oriented, and they're really about power and success and kind of matching the right people with the right place. So it does feel like someone is lending a hand, maybe giving you that missing piece of information so you can really release all this. You may be getting information on a better way of doing something, or a different counselor, or a different teacher, or a different doctor, something that actually can help resolve this thing that's been going on for the last couple of months. So pay attention, but it does feel like someone who has your best interest at heart, doesn't want to steer you wrong, and will give you a lending hand. Again, that is an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn does not necessarily mean it is a person in a male body. I don't assign gender, but is somebody that has integrity and has your best interest at heart. So, okay, the future, this is celebration. This is making a commitment. So with reallocating your priorities, you're probably making new commitments to yourself, others, family members, or even your loved one. This can be making a commitment to, you might have been living with your boyfriend for the last 5 years and making a commitment to either, buy a house together or get married or something. But it does feel like a new commitment. That's something you've kind of shied away from. And now you're kind of looking at it like, after you reprioritize what's super important in life, it's really clear who you want to commit to, whether it's just yourself or another person, or commit to the family, commit to your kids, or even celebration. This can be just a joyous celebration as well. So the basis of all this is the 10. And this is the happy family. This is being the emotionally balanced. So this does look like the goal for you, is to be emotionally balanced, make sure the kids are fed and happy. Either you are in partnership or you're happy by yourself, but it does look like the ultimate here is to find your happiness. It does look like you are kind of coming out of a dark place. It might have been a little sad. It might have been a little bit depressive, but it does feel like you are coming out of that. You are more in touch with your emotions. This 10 here, Cups are always about love and emotions, our feels, if you will. So it does look like you are getting a handle on that. You're being much more balanced based in what's really happening, and that you are really enjoying spending time with your loved ones. And we'll be creating that a little bit more and more as you have your priorities become into focus. The Ace of Cups is here, and aces are like the God cards. That's the hand of God coming out. This also can be the soulmate card. So for those of you not in a relationship, this may be a brand new relationship coming to you. It does look like you are opening up a lot of the channels that have been closed down for a while, Aquarius. So you may be ready to either recommit to the current commitment that you have, or to connect with a new person, that you are really ready to open your heart a little bit more. You're getting more and more in touch with your feelings as things progress, as you are prioritizing, and it's becoming clearer that love is really the reason that we're here, to give it, to experience it, to receive it. So you are opening up to allowing yourself to love a little bit more, whatever that looks like for you, Aquarius. But it is deeper, and it is kind of spontaneous. So I wouldn't be surprised if a new soulmate or a new love person comes into your life. Here is the Queen of Wands. She is a fire sign. This could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This does feel like it doesn't feel like it's a person so much. This feels like you're going to be more social. The Queen of Wands, she's social, she's a prominent, she's a person of positive authority. She can be warm, honorable, and she's a good leader. So this does feel like you are incorporating all those things now, since you've been kind of out of the loop, healing yourself and working on this progress. But it does feel like you're going to be out in the world a little bit more social. And if this is your soulmate card, you can be welcoming a fire sign into your life, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So pay attention. King of Wands is here. He's also a very active fellow. He is about wealth and influence. He's honest. He's got good fortune on his side, and he is fair-minded. So this does feel like another fire sign for you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It does look like you have some really good mentorship. This feels like these are people that are on your side. These might be family members, but it also feels like you have just recently let them in to what's going on with you and invited them into your life a little bit more. It feels like you've been holding people at bay and not being a social Aquarius, maybe licking your wounds from what has happened. You know, we have to process, whether it is illness, divorce, whether it's desertion, death, whatever, or just neglect. There is something that happened that you are healing yourself from. There are 2 10s here, so you're on your way. It does feel like you'll be getting your answers. Please allow people to come into your life and help you on that. You help so many people, Aquarius, with your loving kindness. Now it's time to receive. The Queen of Pentacles is here. She is also a very kind of noble person. And Pentacles, this is about money too. This feels more like money than a person. And she's mentally acute, keen, and she's very generous. So it does feel like maybe your money took a hit during this process. Now it's time to refocus on rebuilding those finances if you've had to put out money for the situation. Now it's time to rebuild that. It does feel like some things are coming to an end. So it can be, you know, child support coming to an end, making that last payment on the house, whatever it is, medical bills. It does feel like something is coming to an end with money. So you'll be able to have a little bit more practicality with your money. It'll work better for you. But you're a very generous person as well. So it does look like it's time to collect a little bit and save up for you, not give it all away, sweet Aquarius. I know you guys like to do that. But, you know, she's also fair and a good advisor. So it does feel like, in general, it feels like open your world up and open your heart. Ask for help if you need it. People are just waiting to return the favor, Aquarius. And it's time. It's time to let people into your world a little bit and not hibernate so much. So ask for what you need. The Chariot is here. This is also can also be about traveling in style. It can be about balance, the dichotomy of life, being exalted, making choices, being cautious. But the Chariot, you know, likes to live in style. And so it does feel like you may be doing some unexpected traveling this year. So you may have thought you wouldn't make it to, you know, a destination wedding or something. And it does feel like at the last minute that you will have that availability to do so. These blue wings are lighting up for me, that you will have a sense of freedom. It is also on a medical insignia there, so it does feel like you there is something medically either going on with you or someone that you love. So it does feel like you're going to get some clarity, and you will have some freedom that you haven't had in a while. So you may get the answers on a medical situation that's been vexing you for a while. And this may be also a person in your family or in your social circle that is having some medical problems as well, that you may be able to lend a helping hand with that. So it does look like it is about giving and receiving this month, opening up and allowing others into your world so they can help. You have been so wonderful and generous about helping others, Aquarius. I know you have a huge heart. So now it's time to allow yourself to receive. Okay, that is your general reading for the month of April. I'm going to throw a couple of these goddess guidance cards. My dear friends, the Mystic Sisters in Wisconsin, turned me on to these last year. I thought they were great. Oh, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. That's great. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So it really is about faith in the journey, faith in yourself, faith in the people around you. Please open your world and have faith. So Mawu is Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. So heed the call, not only to help Mother Earth, but to help yourself.